Okay, now I'll just so if we open the Firebase, let's see what we did in the Firebase, how we save the data.
Mm-hmm. What's your son's name?
It's Nehar.
Nihar. That's a nice name.
So generally, I went to this software and
Hmm.
I this details. So and then I put day, month,
Hmm.
and 2015, and then it was 1805 something. So his name details came here. So I have to choose out of the name start should from this one.
Oh,
So this one is saying NI. So I
good.
put
Yeah.
the name Neha.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
If he would have born in the morning, so I was thinking
But you entered his name as well, right? You already entered his name.
I entered now, right?
Okay, okay. Hmm.
So if he was
But if
born,
you just enter the time and everything, then all this will come as
name
well.
doesn't
Hmm.
make sense. I mean, name is only for reference purpose.
Got it, got it. Hmm.
But if he would have born in the morning, so let's say if he would born same day in the morning, I was thinking his name should start with let's say if he born in the morning.
Hmm.
So I was thinking, no, I think it's still morning. It's still early in the morning.
Hmm.
Uh, let's say, okay, let's say if he born in the morning, and the name should have been different.
Hmm.
Let's say 7 in the morning. So it should be start with this te to te to. So I was thinking of Tony and all in the morning, but he
Oh
in the
yeah.
so I put in the name.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow. So you'd already your this website was ready before your son was born.
I think so, or not. It may not be, but
Hmm.
this program I am using since long because not here, maybe this one, but I have this program already long back since 2012. I'm
Oh
using
okay. And
so
this you created in which Angular?
was in jQuery. This one is Angular, but
Hmm.
previously the long back which was there, this was in jQuery mobile.
Hmm.
So I was having this already in my project. So I already did
Mm-hmm.
jQuery mobile long back.
Hmm.
So I already searched here what should be the all details.
Hmm. Okay.
Then I
Oh
made
wow.
then I made this in Angular. Now problem is this one is using API PHP API,
Your backend. Hmm.
but the one which I showed you now, this one, yeah, this one is not using API. This one whole code was written in JavaScript.
Hmm.
All details are there inside in this project. And
Hmm.
then I rewrote the whole code in PHP, and
Hmm.
here I'm backend API. So now
Oh.
I will be making this similar in React in soon when I get time,
Hmm.
and I will write this whole code in JavaScript so it is easier, faster to
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
only. Otherwise, here it has to go to the API, get details, and show to the user.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Oh, you'll rewrite in React as well. Hmm.
Yeah, I will rewrite it in when I get time.
Hmm.
1 second, I will be checking.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
Okay, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
So we will do the keyword and location search. And if I go to my the data, so I saved the location based on city, country, county, post.
Mm-hmm.
So for this purpose, I can also have one drop down that user was to search based on the city or country or county or post or state. But basically, when I want to make it real kind of thing, it user will not go to get the food from outside the county. So generally, if food is fresh thing, you will
Mm-hmm.
not go to another county and get it. So we can make it default as a county, and we can use that as a default. Or if we want to make it more appropriate, we can give the search part that whether they want it in the county or they want to search in the state or country or city. But
Yeah.
for this project, we will consider this as a county as a default. So he will see all the posts in the county.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when he see the search result, he will see all the results, irrespective of county or something. And when he searches,
Even though he's entered county, then also,
if he has if he has search kind of thing, then it
then
will.
that'll be only relevant to that. Yeah.
Yeah. But if we don't put, he will see all the results.
Okay.
So let's see when I submit the form, I have to I have to see what data details comes in the submission of the form. Let's see if I put something and if I search San Francisco,
Recording is on, right? Yeah.
yeah, recording. Now, when I put this, we need to modify it so that I should be able to put this and click the search button.
Mm-hmm.
This is my thing. I will delete the form right now because Google autocomplete is not working good with the form, or we have to put some extra code to avoid that.
Hmm. Okay.
For I will show you what extra code we can put.
Yeah, you told me you'll have to write something in JavaScript, right? Mm.
Yeah,
Okay. So then what will we use if we don't use form?
I will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so generally, if I go to index page, I put this code.
Hmm.
Um, I put this code when the let's say class is this address box, then it does not submit the form.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, he's
No
disturbing.
problem. No, no
I'll
problem.
lock the door now.
No
If I
problem.
do, if I do class name here,
Mm-hmm.
not here in the location, we have class name of control. If I put address box here, because when I click the enter, it's refreshing the page because Google submit the form.
Yeah, yeah. You showed me the problem. Yeah.
And so now if I put address box, then it will not do. So now if I search for something, then it is staying on the page only.
Mm-hmm. It's not
Or I
refreshing.
have to delete the form. And when user have to click the search button necessarily to do the searching part.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, so uh, and now what we have to do. So when I click the submit button, I will create one function on submit. I will create one function and I'll say this dot maybe any name which I'll do form sub form sub dot bind this, and this I will create this function and I'll do console dot log this dot state and I have to save all this information in the state so that I can grab it here.
Hmm.
And here I will say e dot prevent default.
Default. Mm.
And I'm calling here, and in everywhere I have to put things like value equal to this dot state dot keyword, and on change we will update the state. I will
Mm.
say I will create an arrow function, and here I will pass the event e, and here I will say this dot set state keyword is equal to e dot event e dot target dot value, because each when we change the value is stored in this one which we update in the keyword state. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to create a constructor with props, and then I'll say super props, and here I'll start with the state variable, and I'll say keyword is one thing which I want to store. Initially it will be null, and
Mm.
also I want another one is the location. This is the location which we will
Mm.
be.
So location.
Initially it will be empty object. I will update this object. And third thing is boundary. So, I can create a drop down where we can ask user if they want county, country, city, or state. But here I will make it forceful as county.
Mm.
Okay, so I will not ask user to change it, but it will be county by
Okay.
internally.
Okay.
And now when we do this place thing, we get everything in this place one. So we need to go more into detail of this to save the location.
Mm.
Okay, so this location has to be really dig into this part. So let's do that now.
Mm.
So if I go to the Chrome, let's see what happened when I click the changes. Okay, let's see what steps mean. Now on change I call this, and on state its value. Okay, so we need to make it empty rather than null.
Mm.
Otherwise text box does not work properly.
Oh. Okay.
So if I change it, I want to see the state also. So in the render, I will say console.log state is this dot state.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what is happening. So now I will change it, and I'm able to see keyword is this one. And now we will to work on this location part. So if I
Mm.
put Francisco, I get this
Then.
component.
Mm.
Now let's try. It has so many options. We need to isolate the options which we needed, and we
Mm.
don't need all the options. So one of the option we need is formatted address. So this is
Mm.
something we put here. I want this formatted address. So let's grab this one thing. So I will put here in this console.log place, I will create one object is an empty. Now here I will fill the object with formatted address is equal to place.formatted address. So whatever we are seeing here is nothing but the place, the object. So .log place. Now, so everything is in this place variable. Now I'm copying it to some object one, whichever I want. So I will not take all the fields. I will grab only which I want. Now next thing which I want is,
But why are you copying place.formatted address to object.formatted address?
because I don't want to take all this information. I want to take only whatever I needed. So I will only create some variables, object.formatted address, object.city, object.something. Only I will create that so that
Only
I
that place
yeah
information is
I
stored.
will I will only save whatever I want in the state variable. I will not save all the place information. So it has too much
So
data.
place information is okay. Okay,
Place
okay, it's
is the
everything.
variable which is consists of all the
Okay.
yeah. So I don't need to save all this because it is too much
Mm.
data. I want to
Yeah,
save only the one which I needed.
got it.
One thing is I want this one. Second thing is I want latitude, longitude. So I will say object.latitude is equal to something. And what is that something? If I go to place, it has a geometry. Inside geometry, we have location. Inside location, we have latitude and function.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I say place
Place
dot
dot
geometry dot
dot
dot location
location dot lat. Yeah,
as a function.
yeah.
And similarly, we will do for longitude and lng as a function.
Hmm.
Now I also want all the details I want. So I also want the details like city name, San Francisco, county name, this one, state, this one, and I want country. I also want to save this information. So as we did something in the create one, that is a new post, we will copy that code. If you remember, we saved this information in the
Hmm.
post. Same thing we will do here. So we will grab the code. So we will copy actually the code. Yeah, if formatted it is not there, we will alert it, and then we create a variable. Then we will create all whatever we want, and
Right.
we create a component form where we will say we want to take locality, administrative level, country, and administrative level 2. Administrative level 2 is the county. Administrative level 1 is state.
Hmm.
Because when you go through this component, we don't know which one is situated in the state, which one is situated in the county. We don't know that. So we have to
Hmm.
go through all this array, all the elements of the array, and we have to see the type. And if type
Hmm.
is locality, that means it is city. And
Okay.
if type is administrative level 2, that means it is county.
Hmm.
And if type is administrative level 1, that means it's a state. And if type is country, that means it's a country. So we have to
Yeah.
and we have to see the what is the first value in the types.
Hmm.
So we created one array object, and we go through all this array, this part, all this array,
Hmm.
0, 3, and we check in each loop, we check what is the type of 0. So type of 0 is something would decide whether it's a city, state, country, or whatever it is. So once
Right.
the address type, that is, we get the locality or administrative level, and
Hmm.
we so if it is locality or whatever it is, and we save it in the another object. So once we
Okay.
come out of the loop, we have the locality of whatever locality it is. So we will grab this code and we can console to see what exactly is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I will copy this code and I'll put it in the home.js.
User can type anything, right? User can type
Yeah.
city, country, anything.
No, user will not type. User will type only his city where he is living. So if you are living in
Hmm.
Mountain View, you will just say Mountain View, and rest
Hmm.
I have to grab all the details.
Okay.
Yeah, or he can put his exact address 123
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
121 something like that, whatever is there. But
Hmm.
then I will figure out exact latitude and longitude and all the details. So he will
Okay.
exactly whatever he want wherever he's living. Based on his
Hmm.
location, he will see all the details nearby or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So I will update instead of update state, I will say this dot set state, and I will say location is equal to object. Now I will do console.log of object to see what exactly is saving in the object.
Hmm.
So I will explain you for loop again in a short.
Yeah. I
Go,
want. It's not still not clear.
okay, so let's remove this part and we will see what is. So if we go to the, so let's first type here, San Jose. So if you go to the all details, we had to go inside the address components to get what is the city state location. So if
Hmm.
I type console.log, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
Mm-hmm.
do the component form first. I will go through each step. It's easy if you go through
Mm-hmm.
if you give some time. And I will go through the place address component because we have to grab the things from the address component.
Yeah.
Let's say this for loop is not there. I will just ask you some questions so you will be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's remove everything here so we can be more clear.
Yeah.
If I put San Jose, okay, so we have here is a component form which we want to grab it. So this is the object which we created. It's
Right.
administratable one because I want to only grab these four fields. That's why I created the
Those
object.
four fields. Yeah.
If I want to grab a pin code and more, I could have created
Then
more.
you'll add. Yeah.
Now this is a coming from the place object that what the Google is providing.
Hmm.
So Google is providing San Jose city, county, state, and country. And in the types, it shows that it is a locality. Locality is something which I put it here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how to know that this is the city? I will go to the type and see if it is locality. If it is locality, that means it is city, and I want that city as a locality. So
Hmm.
if I put here, so uh, if I want to
From the
know
place
the type,
object.
what is the type each type? Let's say I will say create a variable called as address type. I want to see what type of it is. Initially, it will be null
And you're running the for loop on that object, right?
on the place address object which Google is providing there.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Hmm.
So I will say address type is equal to how to know the address type. It goes to the place components. So it is
Hmm.
going components. Inside that, it is going to the types dot types, and inside that we have to take the first one. So that is a zero number. This one zero number. This is array
Types. Yeah. And
type.
zeroth index. Yeah.
Zero number
Okay.
is the zero index is there type. So I
Yeah.
will say, and here I will do console.log. I is I and type is address type.
Right.
See what type is coming.
Hmm.
We are getting error. Let's see where exactly we missed it. So we have place address component. Inside address component, we go to zero number. So we have to
So
go.
first is zero. Yeah.
We have to put I. That is the I number.
Hmm.
Add component zero I. Inside I we have
Then
type
types. Then the zeroth index.
and
Yeah.
zero. So now we have I zero type is locality.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
one type is this one.
Right.
Now we will make this as a key in our object. So our object will be having the key of what? Key of this type.
Locality. Hmm.
So, so I will put object of address type equal to something.
Hmm.
Something. Now I will refresh it again and I'll see what is coming. Then Jose.
Hmm.
So now my object is
Carrying that. Yeah.
administrative level 1 something, administrative level
Right.
2
Right.
country
Right.
and locality something.
Hmm.
Now I will fill with the real detail. What is exactly the real detail? So to know
Hmm.
the real detail, I will go to the place dot address component
Hmm.
and I'll go to I because it's a 0, 1, 2. And inside I want to take long name or short name. So if you want to save in your database long name, you will take this one short name, right? Right now it's same both here, but
Yeah. Yeah.
for the state you want to take long name or short name. For the country you want to take long name or short name.
Right.
So how to get this one? So this one can be get from this part, whether I want to
Hmm.
say long name or short name. So
Okay.
now when I want to save this address type with long name or short name, I want to grab this part or this part, right? So I have
Hmm.
to go to place address component I, and then I
And
have to
then
grab this
the
one
long
or this
name.
one. So if I want to
Yeah.
grab long name or short name, I can get it from this component dot form. So
Hmm. Hmm.
here I will just say, so here I will say I want to exactly grab what part I want to get it. So I
Hmm.
can put component dot form and I will make an this one, and here what I will put.
Long name or short name?
I don't have long name. I don't know long name now because it is coming from here.
Okay, so it's like 0th or first,
Yeah,
right?
I want to put locality here to get the long name or short name.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Here I want to put component. Let's say if I'm on the city level, so I have to say component form of locality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the city level. But how do I know if it is city level or state level? By typing the address type.
Right.
So locality is coming where? In the address type.
Hmm.
So I have to grab the address type and replace with the locality, because in the city one I'm getting locality, in the address one I'm in the state one I'm getting administrative level 1, in the country I'm getting country, in the administrative level 2 I'm getting administrative level 2. So for the locality I have to pass it as locality,
Hmm.
but for the state level I want to pass administrative level 1.
Yeah,
For
and
the
for the
country I have to
country,
pass this
country.
one.
Hmm.
For the county I have to pass this one. So this
Right,
is a dynamic which changes on every loop.
right.
So
And it
where is this?
changes on the basis of address type, right?
Right. So we have to grab this address type and put it here, because address type is really the value which we are using here.
Right, okay. So, okay. So if the user enters 1231 San Jose, California, United States, then
But we'll
address.
do that one also.
Hmm.
I'll do
Hmm.
that. So let's first complete this. So now 0 is locality.
Hmm.
That means I'm passing it as a locality.
Hmm.
So it's going to the place address component I.
Component form locality.
Component form locality. Component form locality is the long name. So this
Hmm.
is replaced by the long name, and we
Hmm.
are saving in the object as a long name of San Jose.
Right.
Second time it goes as this part becomes administrative level 1, and
Hmm.
it is going to the place address component I. This is the administrative level 1. That means it is replaced with the short name. So this will
Hmm.
become the short name. So if
Hmm.
we go to the state level, we are getting short name.
Short name. Hmm.
If instead of short name, if I replace this with the long name, then in case of the
Hmm.
state, this will become the long name, and we will see the long name here in the administrative level 1.
Right. Right.
Here we are seeing California as a long name.
California. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But right now I want to save short name, so it will take short name only.
CA. Hmm.
Whatever you want to search. Now this one will take CA, county is this one, formatted it is this, and locality is not coming here, right? Let's see why is locality is not there.
Long name.
So we don't have a,
There is a long name for
there's a
San.
natural feature, but there's no locality here.
Oh.
Okay. So even though it's there no locality, but I'm still am getting to natural feature, which I don't want it. I
Hmm.
want to see if it is in my this component form. So that's the
Hmm.
reason we put this check if we have this in my component form. So that
Hmm.
means before even we put in the object, we have to check if component form consists of that key.
Hmm.
Key is address type. So if our component form has that key, then only put in the object. I don't want
Hmm.
to for everyone, every part. Tomorrow it will be zip code, it will be blah blah blah. I don't want to put for them. I don't, only want to save it if it is in one of the four.
Right.
So we put this if condition.
So if okay, okay. Can you repeat this once again?
Okay, so if I don't put this if condition,
Hmm.
you will see. Let's
Just what we saw right now for that on off row.
one, two, three. Anything you take full address. So now it has the street number also, route also, location
Yeah.
also, and it is
Yeah.
saving everything in the object, which I don't
Hmm.
want. It is saving
Hmm.
street number, route, postal code, and everything it is saving, which I
Hmm.
don't want because I want only the one which I want to save really. So I done,
Which is in the component. Yeah.
yeah. So here I will say that if it is in component, then only save in my object. Though
Got
it
it.
has
Got it.
all the things, but we don't want to save all.
Right.
So now we have, but we are saving only the city, state, county, and locality. We don't save street number, route, neighborhood. But in some application, you may need to save the street number and all. Then you can put everything in your component.
Component. Yeah. Yeah.
You can add more the things if you want to save more in another project.
Mm-hmm.
So now, based on my component form, I create my object with the limited one data which I want, and ultimately I save this object in my location variable of the state,
Hmm.
and that I wanted to use in my app submission.
Okay.
So now what I will do, I will put again San Jose. So once I put,
California. Yeah.
see the state has got the location with all the details.
Hmm.
When we want to show the distance that this post is how much distance from the user, because user is living in the San Jose, I want to show this post is how far from this location,
Hmm.
then we need the latitude and longitude.
Hmm. Okay.
Now we got the latitude and longitude. Based on the latitude and longitude, we want to show
All the results.
all the results, how far they are from this location.
Yeah.
And we also want to show only the results which are in the county mentioned in this location.
Okay. Okay.
So two things we have to do. So we will do
Distance
one.
and then county, right?
So if I say San Jose, I should not see something in Pleasanton or something in the San Francisco. I don't want to go there.
Okay, but if the user has just entered San Jose, then San Jose, California, like this right now, so what will be the distance in relation to
So let's say if
this?
this is mountain view, it should show this user will generally put his home address or where
Okay,
exactly
okay,
he's living. So
okay,
from this location, how far is this food available? So for
right.
example, our location, let's name it. Let's name it your home location
Hmm.
where you are situated, or home or work location or whatever it is.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
So from this, let's say I put San Jose. Now
Hmm.
he will put exact address one two
Right.
three zero San.
And from there it'll be the distance. Okay.
From there we have to mention the distance.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Okay. So now when we submit this form, I will save this information in the Redux, and that information will be captured by this part and
Hmm.
then process it. So once user click submit, let's put the information in the Redux so
Hmm.
that we can use it in anywhere in my component.
Mm-hmm.
So to put it in the Redux, I will open the food action. I will
Action.
create one. I will create one. Always we have to do when we have to do with the Redux, we have to always create one action.
Okay.
I can say save search info.
Info. Hmm.
Okay, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the steps when we have to save it in the Redux? So first we have to put it in the action. So we
Hmm.
create one action,
Hmm.
whatever name you want to give,
Yeah.
and you have to put some type. Let's say save, search, info, anything you
Hmm.
put, whatever you
Hmm.
want. You pass some object or variable, and you put it
Yeah.
in load. And
Hmm.
same this part, same this type should be in the reducer. So I'll go to the food reducer, and I will create one case statement.
This will always be true, right? Whenever there's an action, there's a
Whenever
reducer.
there is action, we need to create in the
Okay.
reducer. And
Okay.
I have to copy this state part. And here you have to mention the variable which you want to save. So this data is something we were saving the information which we were showing here, but this search save info will be something which will come from this form. So
Hmm.
we create another variable here. I can say form fields, something like that, anything you can put.
Hmm.
And we have to update the form fields here. So
Hmm.
every search statement will update some variable. So the
Right.
first one is doing is saving the data which we show it here,
Hmm.
and the second one is saving the form fields which we are filling the form.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we have to do something in the reducer, we have to do these two things. One
Yes.
is action, one is the reducer.
Actions and reducers.
Now
Yeah.
we have to call this action here in the home.js. I will call this action here. So I will
Hmm.
say something call uh, save search info, and I will pass the object inside the arrow function, and I will
Hmm.
dispatch this action with object in it.
Hmm.
So we call this is the name which I gave here in the component, and we are dispatching the action which we created here.
Yeah.
We pass the object, and this is the object we are passing it. And this
Hmm.
object is nothing but the information which we have this for this form.
Hmm. Which we enter. Yeah.
Now we will take this because since we call the action, we need to import that action here in this page. So I will put a comma in the food action. Since we put in the food action, I will put comma and I will name it save search info.
Hmm.
Okay, now I call this in the action because we need to call this action since we are calling here. So we need to import it here in this page.
Hmm.
Now what happened when we submit this form, we have to call this function so that it should go to the reducer and go to the action reducer and put it in the redux state. So
Right.
when we submit this form, I will say this dot props dot to call this function. We have to use this props to call
Props.
this
Mm-hmm.
function.
Mm-hmm.
So this
This
dot
dot
props
props dot
call
call.
save info, and I want to pass the variable that is all this three information. So I will just say this dot state. I will put it in here so that all the information which are there for these three will go
Right.
inside this function.
Okay.
Let's test it out.
Okay.
We'll empty it, and I will put some keyword food, and I'll put some locations and Jose.
Hmm.
And when I click search, you will see search save search info action is called,
Hmm.
and it takes the payload of boundary, keyword, and the location, and
Yeah.
it the reducer, and in the food reducer, I will get that information in the form fields because
Yeah.
in the reducer I create a variable called as form fields. So
Hmm.
we are getting the reducer form field, we are getting all the information.
Hmm.
So any component I want to know what is the location user is searching, I will go to the reducer and I will get the information here what user is trying to search.
Right.
So now when we show the results, we will show based on these three information.
Like the distance, how will we measure the distance? Like how will we show the miles?
I will show you now. One second.
Mm-hmm.
Today my son is disturbing a lot.
He's still awake. Usually kids
Yeah,
sleep early, right?
because today is Sunday. We all slept in the afternoon, and we woke up at 7 o'clock. So he's still awake.
No
He wants.
problem. We can continue tomorrow if you want.
No, no, I am okay. But only
Are
thing
you
he's
okay?
coming. I'm going. He wants everyone to go to the car, and he can go with every other member of the family. Not near people here, but he wants to come. So I'm just asking him to go alone. Okay. So, uh,
Distance.
yeah. So we will show the distance based on this information. I will show you now how. So before even we go to this location in the Firebase and grab the details of this county, let's show the distance, how far the distance is from this location. So we will take this location and we will show the distance here. So to show the distance, we need the two variables. One is the latitude, longitude of
Latitude
the
and
from
longitude.
address and latitude, longitude of true address.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so if you see the data is something which we have, all this data, and each data, we have the location and we have the latitude, longitude of that data. So one information is this, and second information is the person who is querying, that is saved in the form fields, location, and we have latitude, longitude. So this becomes the from address, and in the data, this becomes the to address. So we have the from latitude, longitude to latitude, longitude, and based on this from and to, we can show the distance.
Right.
So if you go to internet, there are a lot more functions available which will show that if you have to pass two latitude, longitude, distance between, there are a lot of functions. They will have a calculation how to calculate between latitude, longitude, distance between 2 points. So not points, this is a latitude and longitude. So there are a lot more functions. We can put JavaScript and we will get, many are there. So you can grab anything, whatever you like it.
And we'll convert the distance to miles, is it?
It will convert distance to miles.
Okay.
So we will grab one of them. I have already found one.
Yeah.
And I saved it in one of the utilities. So this is the one I created it. We will copy that one. You can grab any one, but we will save it in one of the, we will create one new file. Let's create a new folder that is called utilities. And I'll create a new file called as functions.js because I will put all my functions here.
And this is JavaScript only, right? Purely. Yeah.
So I put this. So I put one latitude, longitude, second latitude, longitude. It goes some for calculation and it then returns into the distance. So if you want it in the kilometer, you can do this one. I don't know what n is. Maybe some other version is there. But if I don't put any of this unit, it take miles as a default.
Miles. Okay.
I will give you in the chat or I'll commit it also, or you can copy by watching the video. You can copy one by one line also.
Okay. Okay.
Now I have to call this distance from my home.js or wherever I have shown this to the user.
Hmm.
So wherever I'm showing these results, I want to call the distance there.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's call that one. Let's see where we are calling this this information. So we are calling this information inside my components, inside, let's go to the home page and see where we are calling. So we are calling here actually, right?
Hmm.
Calling the home page only. So let's call the distance here. I will say import distance from dot slash utilities slash functions dot js. Now I will use the distance. So when we are building this, okay, so this is the food reducer data.
Hmm.
Where is the food reducer data? We have, let's see how we are grabbing the food reducer data. So I'm going to the action. No, I'm not putting the action. I'm calling the Firebase and we are calling this, and we are saving the food reducer data here. So first this is the array, and once this array is we put it in the food reducer action.
Yeah.
So we put it in the food reducer data after
Hmm.
this array is processed. So
Hmm.
here I will put this information. So first I
Hmm.
have to check if we have the from location. This is the part. If user has put this location part, so we have to check that part. So to
Hmm.
check that part, I have to go to the food reducer form fields.
Hmm.
I will say here if this dot props dot food reducer, I can grab it from here. This is a food reducer. So I'll check food reducer dot form fields. If
Right.
if we have this form fields, inside form fields, I will go to the location. So if I have form fields dot location,
Hmm.
inside location, so initially I will make this location as maybe null.
Hmm.
So if I have form fields dot location, then that means I have latitude and longitude there. Or I
Yeah.
can put more condition also if I want. If I have location and if I have latitude
And longitude.
and longitude, then
Hmm.
we have the from
But if
address.
you have location, then you should have lat and
Yeah,
long,
we
right?
should have this one also. But
Okay.
the extra thing you can put or you can remove it also.
Yes. Okay.
Then what I will do, I will say record dot distance is equal to, now I have to call this function and I have to put, first I have to put the from address. So from is this one,
Hmm.
and then latitude 1. If you see our function, we have to put latitude 1, longitude 1. So longitude 1 will be this one.
Hmm.
And what will be the latitude 2?
The second one, right?
Latitude 2 will be inside this record. So
Oh. Okay.
let me first delete it. Okay, so it's giving some location is null.
Lat and long.
So it's saying location is null.
So that is why is location null?
Yeah, initially it's null.
Hmm.
So it's still again saying location of null because form fields is null. So we have to put one more check. If form
This
field,
start from fields. Yeah.
and all this information.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see one of the. So if I put San Jose, so if I go to the food reducer form fields, so we have the from latitude longitude here in the form fields, and if I want to latitude longitude, it will be inside the data. So data is that nothing but record. Inside record we have location, and inside location we have latitude and longitude. So if
So
I
data. Hmm.
yeah, so if I construct this one, I will say distance record dot distance is equal
Is
to,
equals to.
I will call the distance function. So I will put first from latitude, that is this one, comma,
Hmm.
I will put this latitude.
No, that's longitude, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
longitude. First is latitude,
And then two. Okay.
longitude 2.
Okay.
And latitude 2 will be record dot
Record dot I
latitude,
location. Hmm.
and longitude 2 will be record dot location dot longitude.
Um, yeah, I understood this, but how? Like, how are we doing that? Which one is the from and which one is the to? How do
It
I
doesn't
identify
make
that?
sense. It doesn't matter because you have to put one in the latitude 1, another in the latitude 2. If I replace this with the front, then also it's same because distance between 2 points will be same.
Hmm.
This
Okay.
also
But the one that user is entering in that search box is
is
any.
the
Okay. Okay.
form field one.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
if you change the direction also, it doesn't. It's same. Results will be same.
But this record.id, where are we getting this from? That's the this
This
search
is
record,
from
search
the
result.
Firebase. Yeah, this is coming from the Firebase.
Oh,
Search.
okay, okay, got it, got it. Okay.
Also, okay, let's do this and then we'll figure out. So I search with San Jose search. Now, if we see our data should also have a distance. It should have a distance. Okay, now I'm not getting it. Let's see. Because this is coming on the page load, and at that time we don't have the information. We are calling this on the page load, and so
Hmm.
that's the reason it does not have it.
Hmm.
Okay, so we need to call this function also on the submit one so that we can grab it. We can grab it on the submit one also. Right now I'm
Mm-hmm.
calling on the page load. So at that time we don't have this information, so we are not able to see it
Mm-hmm.
because this function is called on the page load. So we will call this also function when user click the submit button, or when we have this save search info. So we have to call also when we have the submit button, right?
Hmm.
So you tell me, if I put this here, will it work or no?
Uh, get data. It should work, right?
Okay. The problem with this will be like this. Problem
Hmm.
will be when I put it here, it takes little time to save in the state. It is not the direct call. It is kind of Ajax call in the to put it in the Redux state. It does
Okay.
go to the like a normal response. It goes as a Ajax call. So if
Okay.
I put
So
this
by
one,
the time it's updating, it won't show here.
it
Hmm.
won't available. So
Okay.
to this, we have to pass the callback function.
Huh.
So we have to pass the callback function here. So I will say here I will pass this function. So that means I will create one callback function here also. I will say callback,
Hmm.
and here also I will create a callback. And when I go to the action, I will also create
Call back.
the callback. Okay, so this callback will not work here. Let me see. This callback will not work here because we don't have really the Ajax call. So it's not updating it. Okay, so let's go and do some other stuff.
This is the JavaScript callback only?
This is a normal function, callback function. You can name it anything.
Hmm. Okay. But what will it do? Like, why are we?
I was thinking that when it's saved into the Redux one, then we should we should update this one. Update the.
Oh,
We should call
yeah.
this.
Hmm.
So let's do some other stuff. We won't get this one. Let's try to change it.
Mm-hmm.
So problem is when I click the submit button. When I click the submit button, I I go here and I update the reducer value, right?
Hmm.
I update the reducer value, but I also want to call this function after the reducer value is updated.
Hmm.
Otherwise I won't be able to search it properly or show the distance properly.
Hmm.
Okay, so we need to figure out how we can do that. So if I am thinking on it, I am not, I don't have right now straight answer. I'm thinking I did some different thing in the teaching when I was teaching them.
Hmm.
I did
What
not did
did it? Okay.
we don't want to go there kind of thing. I can show that also, but I don't want to show that thing. This
Yeah.
is something when I'm doing with you, it's something different thing. I'm not doing exactly what I did with them.
Okay.
So that's why I'm thinking what should be done in this case. And that was a
Yeah.
different scenario, and I was doing different things. So that
No,
one
yeah,
thing
let's try to
can be
find a solution to that. Yeah. This.
yeah, one
Hmm.
thing can be done in multiple ways. So at that time when I was thinking, I did in different way.
Something else.
Lot of
Hmm.
the other things were there. So I just you will say, okay, it was done. Why you're not copying the thing?
No,
Because
no, no, I can understand. Yeah. With
that was not done
one
way.
one problem can have different solutions. Yeah, yeah,
Life cycle methods in React. So let's go through and find some life cycle methods. So one of the method is called as component will receive props. Let's try to use this because I use it in one of my projects in my company. So let's
yeah.
try to use this one and see
Hmm.
what. I'm not sure this will give me 100% answer, but let's. I want to experiment because I did something on this one also props.
Mm-hmm.
Here I will do console.log. This props are
This.
prop. We are getting it. So this is by default we are getting it
Hmm.
by the lifecycle method. Let's see what is the props are coming. So now I will put the information and see what is coming.
Hmm.
Search. So I'm getting something in the props, and in the props I'm getting food reducer. Let's call this food reducer.
Hmm.
I'll say next dot food reducer, and I'll again search it. And the I click search, I got the props, and then now I'm getting data and form feeds.
Hmm.
Let's go to the form feeds. Okay, now again I'll search and Jose, and I'll click search. Now I'm getting these three things: keyword, location, and this formatted address.
Yeah.
Now let's change. If I change it to Sunnyvale, click search. Again, I'm getting props with different value. Right?
Hmm.
I'm getting Sunnyvale.
Hmm.
Okay. So now what I will do, one change which I will do is when I'm submitting the form, I am putting the state because state has three variables in it, one, two, three, and
Hmm.
I'm passing all these three value here. Let's say
Hmm.
tomorrow if I add few more variables for some other purpose, then I will be passing all this information here, which I don't want it, because
Yeah.
that will be. So what I will do, I will,
Not needed. Yeah.
yeah, I will create one object. One
And
second.
store the, yeah.
One second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I will do, I will create a temporary object variable which I will want to pass,
Hmm.
and I will only pass the variable which I want.
Need, yeah.
For example, I will say keyword
Location.
equal to dot state dot keyword, location equal to this dot state dot
Start
location,
location. Hmm.
and boundary
Boundary.
equal to this
This
dot
start. Right.
dot boundary, and I will
Hmm.
pass this object here.
So just location if you want. Hmm.
Only three things will go there.
Hmm.
Okay, now what I will do, I will check here what are in the form fields. Let's see.
Hmm.
And Jose, I'll search it. So props are coming, these three, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So what I will do now, I will save this form fields in some state variable here. Okay,
Hmm.
I will say uh, temp fields, for example. So temp fields will be, or I can say temp keyword, temp location.
Hmm.
So when I'm getting this data from the search, I will say, yeah, I will save it as this dot set state, and I will
Hmm.
save temp keyword as whatever is coming from here,
Hmm.
dot keyword, and I will also save
Temp.
location.
Mm-hmm.
I will give it to location, and this will be the location. Now I will see what's happening. Okay, now there is another problem coming.
What happened?
Let's see, keyword of null. Okay, so we are not getting keyword of null, so we can also check this one. So we can here set it as let's say I'll say let kw equal to, we have to check because when we initially open this page we don't have keyword kind of thing.
Hmm.
So So I will say if keyword is if form fields are present, and I will say if form fields is present only, then I will put keyword as next dot keyword.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry, 1 second more.
No, no problem. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so whatever I'm doing now is I'm trying to find a solution. So it may not be 100% right, then we will change it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just trying because I did something similar and it worked fine in one of the
Mm-hmm.
projects I did in my one of the company project.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will check if form fields is there. I will create one keyword and I will also create another location and I will put the location here and
Hmm.
I will replace it with location or keyword. Okay, so now let's see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It refreshes the page and then if I put, I'll clear this one. If I put San Jose, so now my state is not updated with this one. Let's see why. Let's see if I'm here or not. I get props or not. I did not get even props.
No.
Okay, let's try again. And I'll say I click search. Okay, after clicking search, props will come, and I will see the state with the temp location and temp keyword. Since I did not put keyword, keyword is not coming, but temp location is updated with the information which I put it here.
Hmm.
Why I created temp one, I will tell you in 1 minute.
Hmm.
Now, because why I created temp word, although we have information in the location and keyword, which is the same information in the temp one,
Hmm.
I created temp one because when user will change it, at that time only I need to call this function. Which one? This function. I need to call this function when
Hmm.
user try to change it. So tomorrow if user put again click the search button,
It'll
so
change again.
it will change and click the search button, then only we have to call this function. Otherwise, let's say user put same information and click search, then it will go again and again. It may create some problem. So I only want
Hmm.
to call this only if it is changed.
Right.
Okay, so here I will say if I will say if this keyword is not equal to whatever we get from the reducer, that is called as this dot props dot code reducer, not this keyword. I want to check the this dot state dot temp keyword
Hmm.
is not equal to food dot reducer dot form fees dot keyword. If both are not same, or we'll check formatted address maybe, or this dot state dot temp location dot formatted address is not equal to this dot props dot put reducer dot dot location dot formatted address. If both
Hmm.
are not different, both are not same, that means both are different,
Hmm.
then we save it in the state and we call this function again, this
Get
function.
data. Hmm.
Let's try now first.
They
Let's
have
see.
to be different, right? Yeah.
Yeah, now it's empty. Now if I change it, so it will be changed, and then we have to call. Okay, so keyword of null is not. See, this problem always come. We get the
Hmm.
keyword of null because we are not checking exactly
Yeah. Yeah.
keyword is there or not. So we have to put one more
That's
condition.
the yeah.
So it's saying what keyword is checking. It's checking the keyword of null. Okay, so keyword of null. So maybe I can say if we have this one, if we have this and this is not equal to put reducer, or if we have this location and this is not equal to this address, then only we check it. So either this condition
Hmm.
or this condition.
Hmm.
Okay, so here now search. Again, there is some problem. So cannot read the property keyword of the null. Keyword of the null. Which is the keyword of the null? Where exactly is checking the keyword of the null? Okay, let's put each condition in different one. Maybe I can say let check 1 is equal to this. Let check 2 equal to this. And I'll do console.log check 1 check 1 log check 2 check 2 and let's see which one is coming. So I am not even getting check 1 and check 2.
Yeah, you're not reaching that point.
So it's breaking before it.
Before.
Log.
Keyword. Yeah, here. Check 0.
I'm reaching the check, but I'm not reaching the check 1. So let's see where.
So that one.
So this
Oh,
one.
you're reaching check, but not check 1. Yeah.
If this one is.
Oh yeah, maybe this one, because after that you have check 2. So yeah.
No, but this one.
What if you do a console.log between 56 and 57?
Yeah, no, it will not come because it's breaking in the keyword only. So it's in keyword.
In check 1 only, right?
Yeah, in check 1 only. So it's saying form fees or check 1 is problem. So if I go here, we have form fees. What if I create a null of keyword, null, location, null? I get check 1 null, check 2 null. So we don't get, we get both as null. Okay, so since I put second one, it should check 2 should show something, right? No, it's not equal to the same. Yeah, so it should be true. Second one should be true because this formatted address is not equal
Not equal to.
s. So this should be true, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, we are getting error again. Let's move this one. Let's try again. Why is showing this as a null? It should be true. If we have this location, let's put keyword again and let's put these two and I search it. Again, check these two are coming null. What if I put what if I put this? See what is coming. This one is coming as this dot props dot reducer is coming as a null. This is not even working. Let me do console.log of this one.
Both are true, right?
Any one should be true.
Because it's an OR, yeah.
In the check, I'm getting both null.
Null.
Whereas I put this information and I'm getting null there. So why I'm getting null here? I'm getting null in both the cases. Yeah. Let's see. In the props, I'm getting it.
Hmm.
So we have to check in the next props. Okay. But in the props, I'm getting it. But okay, this dot props will not come. Sorry. So we have to use next props. That's the whole problem. We have to use next dot props because this dot props does not have this information.
Next props. What is next prop? Hmm.
So whenever some change occur or whenever props come here, so it will not be present in this dot props before it will be present in the next props because it. So whenever some new things is coming in this one, so
Hmm.
before even it goes to this dot props, it is in this next dot next.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So should be checking next dot props, not this dot props. That's for the reason.
Oh, next dot props. Okay.
Let's use everything next dot props. Then it will work fine. The whole point it was failing because of this one.
Hmm.
So that's now. So I'm getting check two. So now even if I don't need this one,
Yeah.
I don't need even to change this one.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, now let's try. So San Jose, okay, formatted address of null. So same thing happened actually. We need to keep this one.
The form fields. Yeah. Hmm.
Still it's giving this one. This dot props formatted address is null.
But which one? Which check is failing?
So
Check.
this second one. So let's make this temp location is having formatted address. It should be fine. Okay, dash.home form location. This is fine. Formatted address is failing. So it should be next.pos food reducer form fees location dot formatted address is failing. This part is failing.
Hmm.
Next one. Okay, it's breaking initially only. Now I can fix that by putting here one more thing. One more variable as
Hmm.
initial variable because it's initially taking it. If we don't have giving, if I put this, it should be solved. I was thinking to do without it. It's failing again. Okay, let me try to fix it without that one.
Hmm.
Another search. I'm getting formatted address of the null. So let's see. Yeah, it's failing. That also is failing. So we need to figure out why it's failing. It's failing here. The check 2 it's failing.
Hmm.
That not have formatted address.
Check 2. Next.
Even if I create, even if I create formatted address, let's see what happened now. Okay, it's going to the location. We are having the formatted address here. Okay, so let's see if we fix it by, okay, let's see if we fix it by putting formatted address here. Now I'm getting check to true. That means the state is changed. And if I click again,
Hmm.
I'm getting this true again. It should not come true again because it should
The
come.
first. Hmm.
It it should be. It should be because the state is this one. It has not updated the state.
Hmm.
So when I click first time, I click search. State should update the formatted address with the new address, which is not doing. So that
Hmm.
means, okay, we remove the state part. Let's put the state part here. Now this check 2 will work. I don't have to call this one. Now, so if I, after that I have to put this dot set state, and I will put temp location with this location, and keyword, temp keyword with this one.
Hmm.
Now I'll check if I'm getting true or false. So first time if I search, okay, I'm getting that error again. So first time it is coming true,
Hmm.
and if I click search again, it is coming false because it's same.
That's what you want, right? Yeah.
That's what I want. Second time, if it is same, I don't want it to change. If I change it, and click search, it should come true again. Search, it should come false again. If I change this check should one two should come again. So when I change it, it should come true. But when it is same, it should be false. So this is correct now.
Hmm.
The problem was I need to pre-fill it with this formatted address and this also with the formatted address because we are checking that and it is not finding it. So we have to put that as a pre-populated with some default value.
Hmm.
Now, if now when there is a change, that means we are in this part. So when that means when if either check 1 is true or check 2 is true, we need to call this function.
Hmm.
Function should not be called anytime. It should be only called when there is a change in the variables. So I will
Hmm.
call dot get from FB. And I'll delete this part. I'll check it what's happening. Now once I click search and then I'll go to the food reducer data, I should be getting the distance, which I'm not getting here now. It should come here. Let's see now what's happening inside it.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so when I'm sending the information here, still this dot props may not have this information. That's the reason it is breaking. So let's see. Props are, maybe I'm thinking that it's not getting the information. Search props. I will name it. Yeah, props is this one. So when I click search, I'm getting props are. I might not be getting the. I'm not getting here. Though it is updated in the state, I'm not getting there. So yes, we will. I'm taking this one because I'm not getting the real props here.
Hmm.
So I'm checking what is props are data form fields, and I'm not getting the form fields here. I'm not getting the form fields here. If I pass something, let's say props, and I will replace this with props, and let's put this as initial value as null, and when I call this function, I will call this next props. Let's see what props are coming. Okay, food reducer. So maybe I can say
This dot.
reducer of null.
Hmm.
I can copy the code which I did with them, but I don't want to do that. I want to,
Yeah, yeah. Let's do
yeah,
this only. Mm-hmm.
we need to figure out how to fix it. Otherwise, I can go through and see what I did with them, but that will be not.
No, I'm glad you're doing this, but can we continue tomorrow? My brain is not working anymore today.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So we will do tomorrow, not a problem.
Yeah, let's try to find a solution to this only.
To this only because that it will be easy. I can grab all the code and I can use that one. But
Yeah, I don't want to go that route. No, I'm
yeah,
glad you're doing this.
tomorrow we come with the real face situation like this. So we need to see how we can solve this
Problem
one.
solved. Yeah.
Right. Rather than getting the fixed solution, which I did already with them.
Right, right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we will continue tomorrow with this one only. Whenever